chases. Domestic violence. Shots fired. And it looks at that, shots are being fired, shots are being fired! Breaking news, live view right now from Studio 4, Channel 7, Action News from Fox. Live reporter, Raymond Cooper. Good evening, I'm Raymond Cooper. Well, earlier this afternoon, police officers and part of the Los Angeles Fire Department were on a 25-minute chase around 15 minutes earlier for the broadcast. Now, law officials had actually found out that there's actually corruptness in between the fire department and actually part of the police department being all involved into one mob. Earlier today, Fox News has discovered that the chase went to a deadly pursuit, killing one individual himself who's actually been missing for about 15 years, as we all think. And actually, he's actually not been missing for 15 years, and also as we all think that he's been dead for 15 years. He's actually been around for more than we think. Reporter Christy Smith has more on the details.
Police chases. Gunshots and violence. Remember this man?
It looks like shots are being fired! Shots are being fired!
He tore up the East Coast for then 10 years straight. All thought he was hiding. Well, all was wrong.
I'm just peeking just around the news van as we speak right now.
If you remember 15 years ago on the famous death of Tom Dunn, Alex Askew, fire chief of Los Angeles Fire Department, is found out to be believed to be dead serial killer Tom Dunn. Dunn, believed to have died 15 years ago when trying to flee off the coast of Los Angeles, was known as Dead Man. Mr. Dunn was responsible for 8 murders in his time, mostly including prostitutes. But since having an identity changed to Alex Askew, who also killed 2 more people, Amy Caruso, Alex Askew's to-be wife, was found with 50 stab wounds off the coast of Palomino Creek. The murder was framed by inside Los Angeles City police officers, whose names have not yet been released, on a Dion Banks, Caruso's lover. Alex Askew had killed his to-be wife when he found out she had been seeing Dion. Dylan Banks then went missing, but yesterday, his remains were discovered at Hilltop Farm a few weeks ago. It was believed that Alex Askew and 2 ex-Los Angeles police officers had killed him. Citizens are now criticizing the LAFD, the LAPD and federal agencies on who exactly was to blame for this mess. Conspiracy theorists are also claiming that Tom Dunn's identity change was an inside job ran by an ex-Los Angeles officer and previous Fire Chief Carlton Phillip. Fire Chief Carlton Phillip died around 5 years during the Great Plane crash at City Hall. He was commemorated as a hero by his colleagues. Alex Askew and Carlton were good friends throughout their career, so there is suspicion that Mr. Phillip was involved. We can also confirm that another Los Angeles fire personnel died on scene, William White, who was battalion chief under Askew's leadership. William White was supposedly responsible for the murder of Zach Anthony, a fire engineer, who died 10 years ago in Flint County. White claimed Mr. Anthony had committed suicide, but instead it was found later now that White had actually shot Mr. Anthony. Reporting to you live from downtown in Los Angeles, I'm reporter Christy Smith. Back to you, Raymond.
Thank you, Christy. In other news, with tonight following the death chase on Mr. Dunn himself, a live interview with myself, with one of the police officers who was on scene at the scene at the time of the deadly crash. Live with you right now, outside East Los Angeles, right south of Las Colinas, picking up on the chase last time, about 15 minutes ago. As you saw behind us, one of the vehicles went up in explosions and shots were fired. 2 men were definitely down on side scene. With me right now, I got one of the officers right beside me, who was inside the scene. Sir, tell me exactly what's going on.
Basically, we have received reports from federal agents that Alex Askew, who was the fire chief in the LAFD, was in fact Tom Dunn, a serial killer wanted for several murders in the past.
I see. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone's asking what's called. Did the guy have any mental problems or medical issues with himself?
Well, clearly, if he's a serial killer, that's probably very likely. The file on Tom Dunn is quite extensive. It will be released at some point in the future after all this case has been closed.
All right. Now with further issues here with the vehicles that were damaged, what's called? Is there an estimate on how much property damage was in that chase?
As the vehicles are run by the LAFD and the LAPD, our governmental insurance will cover the damage. This will unfortunately come from taxpayer money. However, it's in the line of duty.
Now, besides the other two other men that were shot, was anyone else hurt during the chase and leading up towards South Las Colinas?
Well, we have an officer who has taken fire, unfortunately. He is being treated as we speak. I believe he's going to make a full recovery. We have one firefighter, I believe, who, for some reason, decided to draw a gun and fire at officers. And of course, we have Askew, who was obviously killed in...
I understand. Now, of course, the officer hopefully prayers away from that he makes a full recovery. As for the man who was behind all this, now our cameras caught him that he was shot down, but we want to confirm: is he alive or is he dead? Or
we can't confirm that at the minute.
Can't confirm. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate that, sir, and I definitely appreciate your time. Stay with us late tonight on the update on the Chase Watch. Myself, Raymond Cooper, Channel 7, Fox News. Back live inside the studio, as you've seen there. Police still cannot confirm if the man who was wanted for all this misuse is officially dead or still alive. They're still checking on vitals as we speak right now. And other news towards the error. City Police has also stated that that yes, there has been a confirm on other officers hurt during the chase and during the scenes in Las Colinas in East Los Angeles. Myself, we're definitely keep you updated and definitely keep you posted from Fox News. Raymond Cooper, this is Channel 7, Fox News.